This final month of the year, Gemini, is amazing. I'm going to start the ball rolling with the animation so you can see why that is the case. Starting December 1, the 7th house of your horoscope is jam-packed, including having a transit of your ruling planet there. But on the 4th of December, if you keep your eye on the moon moving through this 6th house, first touching Mars, planet relating to your co-workers, quick 1 or 2 days of influence there. But the big news is the 4th of December solar eclipse. There it is on the 4th in this 7th house. The eclipse is going to trigger very powerful emotions, very powerful energies, and it may well have to do with finance, because the moon is regulating your 2nd house of income and moving through this 7th house while it's partaking of that solar eclipse, and then straight into this 8th house of shared resources. It's quite likely that this eclipse is going to point strongly to the way you interact with your partner, the meaning of money, who controls the wallet, the banking, the spending, the saving. All of those issues are key points for this eclipse, and it's a very, very strong one. We see also the natural ruler of finance, and in your case expense, Venus here being very close to Pluto in this 8th house throughout this transit. It is going to move out of there a little bit later in the month, but for the first part of the month, those eclipse energies, Venus there, and then Mars, if you keep your eye here, is going to trigger maybe some confrontational energy with your partner. This is more than likely the case if you happen to be in some sort of business alliance where you need to enter into some hefty discussions, shown by Mercury here, the Sun, and the Sun for you rules the 3rd house, and that shows a bold attitude. So that solar eclipse, they say that when the energy of that planet is eclipsed, the Sun means you may be a little bit shy, afraid to make the point. If it's some principle, you have to make the point, and that's likely after the 15th. As you can see here, I told you Mars would move into this area of your horoscope, and there's a whole lot of shit under the carpet there from the past. And the reason I say that is because of this connection to the past karma point. And so your relationships are very, very connected to the past, to finances. There's your ruling planet also moving into that 8th house of shared finances and, would you believe, intimacy. This is a sexual house, Gemini. So around that time, 17th and 18th, Mercury moves in there. And then take a look also what happens here with another one of your friendly planets, Venus going stationary and moving into its retrograde motion. Now, Venus is the natural significator of relationships. It regulates your 5th house of love affairs, and also the 12th house of what Vedic astrologers call Sukhasthana. Sukha means bed pleasures, the pleasure of the bed. And being in this 8th house, which Western astrologers call the sexual house, then having the Sun transit into this area in that same position on the 22nd of December, it's all pointing to issues of sexuality, magnetic attraction, romance. For those of you that are single, this is an important month. Coupled with that eclipse, and then Mars making contact with the South Node, you can see this western part of your horoscope moving down. What we up here is the South. All of this has to do with the way you're relating to other people, how you are connecting to them, the relationship that you have with them. Mars is not a friendly planet for you, so its transit here, Gemini, does caution you to be a little bit careful, especially here because it's around Christmas. Oh no, it's one of those dinner engagements with the family where that nasty brother-in-law who knows everything about nothing is giving you the shits over your turkey or whatever else it is that you eat. So you have to be on your best behavior, even if they're not. Christmas can be a little bit troublesome there with Mars opposing your sun sign and being in connection with this South Node. That South Node, by the way, acts in a way as a sort of agent for Mars. So that can definitely point to an overheated situation, especially in the house that has contained that eclipse we've been talking about. So to me, it's a rather intense end to the year. You notice also the movement of Jupiter, the marital planet, that partnership planet, again, the focus this month, moving into the 10th house, into its own sign. So there's going to be more on this. It's not the end of it. The eclipses play out sometimes over a few months. So I'm going to be keen to tell you exactly what's going on in the new year for you. Right now, by the way, I do have the 3,000 word forecast for you, Gemini, over at astrology.com.au. You can follow the links there, and that will give you an overview of your relationships, your work, your finance, your karma, your spirituality over the next 12 months. Do pop it over there. Don't forget to subscribe. Please drop me a line if you want to have a more personalized reading, to get into the nitty-gritty, to look at the remedies, the remedial measures that we can apply for each individual horoscope. I love that side of it more than anything. Drop me a line, and look, it's Christmas. Stay safe. Have a prosperous one. I hope Santa brings you everything you've been looking for, and I will see you in the new year, hopefully. Take care now. Bye-bye.